Alright, so Marvel Studios presented last night at D23, and they unveiled a ton from exclusive footage that was shown to attendees with trailers and so much more, and even with everything that they have up and coming, from Daredevil Born Again to Ironheart, with Captain America Brave New World, Fantastic Four, and so much more. And we have a lot to break down, specifically with the trailers and even with some of the footage that was leaked online by people at D23, and even from the looks of the footage that we got, it looks pretty fantastic as well. So I want to be recapping everything, breaking down the footage that was shown at last night's panel, telling us what we need to know about the upcoming slate and so much more. And so if you're new here, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so don't miss out on any future videos, because I will be covering content on all this. But now let's get into it. Starting right off the bat with Daredevil Born Again, and now they showed exclusive footage to everyone in attendance with a teaser trailer, but sadly the footage was leaked. But even based on the show and what everyone is saying, based on the description that we have, it seems to be like one heck of a time, but with the violent and brutal tone, with the R rating, and now it bullet points with the footage, the description that it goes like this. So we see in the footage, what the highlights is that with Matt and Wilson that have a meal together at a diner, they will have an understanding in this season. And even with Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, is going to run for mayor of New York City to try to make vigilantes illegal. And even back in the Echo series, it was also teased that he was going to run for mayor. And in the footage, we see all of the returning characters from the Daredevil show, like with Foggy, Karen, and Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. And even with Frank, that confronts Matt, like slamming him into a locker and like being all violent on him. So this is just with Matt reuniting with all of the people from his past, especially with his work friends, and even like a good look of Bullseye in jail, and even a Bullseye that was in the 2003 Daredevil film, and he was the main villain in season 3 of the Daredevil series, and he's ending up behind bars. And even though it's just like a quick teaser trailer of everything that we need to know, and after that it says that we get an appearance by Kamala's father, from the Miss Marvel show and from the Marvels. And even with Kamala's father that's going to be appearing in the show, I don't know if it's for like a small role or something like that, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to make a cameo, and that should be it. Even though now, like the footage even includes a Daredevil fighting someone in like civilian clothes with him in his costume on. A few key points I want to make here is that Daredevil and Kingpin are going to be going up against a new threat called Muse, who is also going to be possibly the villain of Born Again. And even from what we've seen from him, for what he's going to do from the source material, he looks dangerous, so he's going to be the main threat. And on top of that, they said they're going to start filming season 2 really soon, so this means that this is a good thing, because even that they brought back the Daredevil series back alive, and now with Born Again, it's not going to be like a one and done thing in the MCU. No, they're going to want to continue these Netflix characters down the road, and with Daredevil Born Again, even after season 1, I'm glad that it's officially getting a season 2. I'm really liking the tone of what the footage has been shown, and even though that the show went into a overhaul of how that they wanted the show to look, like they wanted to go into a different direction, but they got on new writers and directors. But I'm glad that they're sticking to the Netflix style series tone. I mean, with the R rating and that brutal violence tone, it's especially for a Disney Plus show in the MCU. So I'm glad they're keeping it that way, and I'm excited for Born Again. Next up, they talked about Ironheart, and I think it's about damn time that they talk about this show, because I was thinking that this was a show that should have been released like forever ago. People thought it was released like a year or two ago, but this show was filmed back in 2022, and we haven't heard any updates about it since it has a Riri Williams from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and with her debut, I loved her in that film, and even in the Ramos, and so much more. And even with the footage that was shown to everyone in attendance, like I said, and we have a full description of it, and it shows a footage of Ironheart flying, money falling from the sky, and a glimpse at some of the risks Riri will take to see her dream through. She crashes the front of a truck and it flies over her. We also get a quick look at another white version of her suit flying at the end of the trailer. Honestly, this seems like a quick teaser, and I don't know when this show is coming out. It could be coming out in 2025. We did not get a release date for it, but I think I heard that with Ironheart is supposed to have the appearance of Mephisto or something like that. But I'm glad that Marvel is focusing their attention on the show, because this was a show that not many people are suddenly looking forward to now. I am interested in this show. I liked Riri in Wakanda Forever and what she can do with robotics and making that suit. And I'm excited to see more of her adventures in this Disney Plus show. But as I previously mentioned, that with Riri, she's going to have some type of a task to take to build her suit, because honestly, with the tech that she made in Wakanda Forever and with her own version of the Iron Man armor and the suit and what she learned from MIT, I hope that's going to be adapted into the show in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, it's makes me more excited for the show, and I'm excited to see it come out, and hopefully it does. It seems to be a fun series about Riri and her intelligence and what she can do, and yeah, I'm excited to see Dominique Thorne crush this show, and I'm excited. And now, next up is Captain America Brave New World, where they showed footage to attendees at D23, and in the footage that it reads, it features a scene featuring Thaddeus Ross talking directly about the celestial that came out of the earth at the end of Eternals and the production of adamantium. And so from that point there, he's talking about Tiamat, the celestial that's always hanging out, sticking out of the ocean, and the MCU barely mentioned it. But I'm glad that this film is going to center it on it more for what we've seen in trailer footage, and also for what was shown at San Diego Comic-Con. But I'm glad that they're putting more into this with Thaddeus Ross talking about it. And it continues. Sam Wilson is shown with Joaquin in his Falcon suit as they are flying together, and the footage ends with President Ross becoming the Red Hulk at a podium in front of the White House. The Red Hulk's face looks exactly like Ford's, only with yellow eyes and black hair. And also, it was also leaked from the footage that was shown, and we got our first look right here at Red Hulk in the MCU in Brave New World. And honestly, this looks very good, but even it still has a lot of touching up to do and polishing to do in terms of CGI for how it's going to look in the final product. But I'm glad. This looks good either way. And you with Sam and Joaquin out there hanging out together, and Sam now has a new threat, and he has the responsibility to take on, as I said, of being the new Captain America. And you with Thaddeus Ross as going to be transforming into the Hulk in the White House, and that's what Sam Wilson is going to be going up against the President of the United States. And yeah, based on the footage that we see here, it looks good. I think it was just like a clip, and that it features more of Red Hulk. I think for what we expect now in the movie and the official trailer, it's just more focusing on that, and even with adamantium that is also being confirmed, and that's all we really need to know, and I'm excited for it. But the next thing that was mentioned is Fantastic Four First Steps, and even with this being the official title, and it looks good for it to be exact, and even with the cast that has sent out a video because they're in London right now filming the movie, and even that we see Joseph Quinn, who is going to be a Giant Storm, aka Human Torch, and we see the first look at the suit as probably going to be worn in this film, and to me it looks pretty good for a Fantastic Four suit for Marvel's first family, and even for what has also been confirmed, even back at D23 with Michael Giacchino, who's going to be composing the score for the movie. And if you guys heard like the score of it online on social media, it sounds pretty dang good. And I think footage was shown for it as well. That they have been filming for about like a week now. It was shown to attendees, and it goes like this, and it says, in the footage, it is filmed in a 4:3 aspect ratio. It starts with Reed Richards teaching a classroom, asking if they want to see an explosion. The thing is seen on the dating show, the dating game, to be a silhouette, and the footage ends with the team in astronaut suits with the last names of the characters on the suits. And then with the footage, it ends with Galactus' face behind a building. Part of his face is seen through the building, and it's clear he has a comic accurate look. And that right there is what I like to see. Like, even that it has been filmed in a 4:3 aspect ratio, so it is said to be in the 60s. So the footage is going to be like that, but in the modern time MCU, like even with the suits, and hopefully not like it'll be revealed to us sometime in the marketing for when the first trailer comes out. But it has been filmed in a 4:3 aspect ratio, so it is said to be in the 60s. I say, but I think with this cast, and for how they're gonna pull this off with Matt Shakman as going to be directing Marvel's first family, their introduction into the MCU, it's gonna be pretty epic. And sounding from the tone, it's gonna be set in the 60s, like a period piece. And it sounds like they're going with the source materials. It's gonna be set in an alternate universe beyond the main MCU continuity, and that's the stuff that I'm really looking forward to with this film. I think that was about it that they unveiled at this year's D23, and I am so glad that they didn't like come out with a whole slate reveal of everything that they have up and coming, and focusing on the projects that they have now coming up in like 2025. And now that, I mean, with this footage and from all the upcoming projects that Marvel Studios has, sounds pretty exciting. So yeah, to wrap it all up, I'm excited from all the things that Marvel has up their sleeve, and the future of the MCU is really bright right now with all the footage that is shown and everything that is being talked about. And I think we can look forward to so much stuff that we have for the future of the MCU and beyond as well. But that's going to do it for this video. Just let me know in the comments below. And also, I do have trailer reactions from D23, so if you guys want to check those out, I'll have links down in the description down below. But that's going to do it for this video. Just let me know in the comments below, and based on everything that we got, how excited are you for these upcoming projects? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos. And also follow all my social medias, all of which are linked down below, including my Patreon. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.